Hi, everybody. Welcome to Make an Impact Monday. I'm Lori Joy, and I'm here to discuss with you today why I have invested over $40,000 in coaching programs and what that means for you and your business. So I have some stories to tell. I have some great advice to give when it comes down to getting a coach or hiring a coach or thinking I could never afford a coach. So this is what today is all about. So I want to also let you know that if you're here live or on the hashtag replay, we have a number of things going on inside this particular group just for you group members, as it is my birthday month. Now, a lot of the coaching that we have going on here is not happening. It's not happening outside of September. So if you are here, we are super excited. I love all of you in my community. I want to get to know you and your business better. I want to help you as much as I can. So Mondays, the lives have now changed from noon till 3:30. So here I am, 3:30, still delivering to you some things that are going to help you move your business. Today, we are going to talk about why I've invested over $40,000 in coaching programs over the years of being an online entrepreneur and what that means for you as someone who's inside this community. So we're going to talk about what coaches can actually do for you in your business, right? We're going to talk about why you can't build a profitable business without one, honest, like truth be told. And then I'm going to talk to you about how you think you can afford one even when you can't. There's lots of mitigating factors that go in when we're talking about learning or getting a coach or having a coach. And some of you really want a coach to show you how to get to a goal faster. And I'm going to break it down for you today. So let's go back and let's talk about what coaches can do for you in your business. Now, this is kind of obvious, but I remember hi, Karen Coleman, when I came into the online space, I knew nothing about online coaching. Okay. I came into the online space and being an entrepreneur via a network marketing event. So a girlfriend of mine was going to a network marketing event. She was up for this $25,000 prize. She had, transformed her body using the products, and I was just going to support my friend. When I got there, I was shocked, like so surprised by how ordinary people were doing extraordinary things with a network marketing business. And so, of course, I've been network marketing and involved in that business for 10 years. And I have also been running an online business because that segued me into this whole online entrepreneurial experience. And I didn't know at the beginning. I knew nothing about online. I came from the private sector. I came from the job. I came from a teaching degree, and I went from university right into teaching. I really had no idea about this online stuff and how to run an online gig. And so when I talk to you about investing that amount of money, it's not to say you have to, it's not to say that's what it costs to coach here. I'm not saying that you have to have spend that much money on a coach, but what I'm saying to you is I'm going to tell you how I did it and why I did it and how it can benefit your business. So these lives here on Monday will now be at 3:30 p.m. Eastern in this particular group only, and they're here to move your business. They're here to help you move your business today. So some of the things that I'm going to talk to you about, it's either going to shift your way of thinking, it's going to shift the way you do your business, it's going to shift something in you so that you can turn around and change what it is that you're doing today in your business. So I'm not here to waste your time. So let's get into it. Now, what can a coach do for you in your business? They can give you massive clarity. Massive clarity. Let's think about this. If you're an entrepreneur, one of two things: you're either in a network marketing business or you're running your own online business. And that's who we work with here, network marketers and people who are doing courses or programs. Now, if you are leading others, if you get to that point in your business and you are leading others or you want to lead others, you yourself need massive clarity in your business. Where are you going? Who is your ideal client? Who are you taking there? What are you going to teach them? What's the transformation you're going to offer to these people? And I tell you, sometimes, that old adage, you can't see the forest for the trees, right? You're too close to your work. And sometimes just a third party coming in who doesn't know your business as well as you do, wants the clarification, asks the right questions, leads you on a path, can give you some massive clarity. And it doesn't have to be a coaching business that or a coaching um, uh, program that goes on for years or 6 months or 4 months. A lot of coaches even just do VIP days, so that you come in, they clarify for what you're doing, and then you move forward. And in fact, this month only, in September, and I only have a few left, I think maybe one or two, maybe, I'm actually doing 30-minute clarity coaching for you for the cost of a coffee. And so I'll drop that link in the comments and in this live as we go. And so a lot of them are booked up. And to sit down and just ask you the right questions to see where you're going and say, hey, this is what I see for you. A lot of my ladies walk away with, okay, wow, I never thought about this. I didn't see it that way. You asked me these questions, you have me thinking. And that's what you want to do as an online entrepreneur, is start to think strategically about your business. We are all about the strategy here. The strategy around a 5-day boot camp, nonetheless, that launching strategy for your business, but it is loaded with strategy. And so you want to make sure you're having that in your business as well. What can a coach do? They can cut down the time you'll spend creating what you want. Hello, Lola, right? They'll cut down the time you'll spend creating what you want. So often my ladies will come to me and say, Lori, this is what I want to do. And I'm like, okay, let's make it happen. So what's the transformation? What are the steps? What's the strategy? Where are you leading them? Where are you going? What's the format? What are the boundaries? What do you want your business to look like? And we ask these clarifying questions so that you can start to move forward and get to helping people sooner. Helping people sooner. Because a lot of times, and I'll say this, and I don't mean to be rude, because I've said it to myself and I've had someone say it to me and I pass it on to my ladies. You come to a coach because you haven't hit the goals that you want yet. You haven't hit them yet by yourself, right? Right. Right. Oh, I'm so glad, Lola. Yeah. And that's what we're here to do, is ask the questions. What do I do next? What's the next steps? And we have a roadmap for you. Any coach, any really good coach will have a roadmap or a framework for you to follow to make things simple. And I use all of my years in education as a teacher and a university professor, and I bring that and I'm able to walk you through something with so much clarity. It's unbelievable. And any good coach will do that. They will cut down the time that you're going to spend getting your people from A to Z and getting your business ready, getting whatever it is that you want to do up and running. The third thing, or a way a coach can help your business, is support and guide you when you need it. Now, I will tell my ladies, I am not here. My saying is, I'm not here to blow smoke up your ass. What I'm here to do is tell you exactly how to get to where you want to be sooner. I'm not going to be like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's think about it. Let's express it. Let's not do anything about it. I'm like, what do you want to do? Here are the steps. Like, this is how I work. And it's the teacher in me, it's the professor in me, it's the get it done in me. And so what happens is the ladies will come and they'll be like, I'm a little bit fearful. I want to move forward. And I've been like, let's thank you for sharing that. And let's honor that feeling and those feelings you have. But now let's move forward. Here's something I have for you. And a good coach will coach you to the finish. A good coach won't let you sit there and be stuck in the mud of thought. Yes, things come up in my ladies' lives. Yes, they can't come. Yes, they've got things happening, and we get that. But for the most part, you will have the support and guidance that you needed, right? Instead of, in my early years as an entrepreneur, sitting in my office by myself wondering, what do I do next? What do I do next? Right? What is going to happen? Where am I going to go? So coaches can give you massive clarity. They can cut down the time that you're going to spend to create either your course or your program. And it's not as daunting as and expensive as you think it might be. It really isn't. That's our third point. And we're going to talk about this. How are you going to find a coach that's right for you? And how are you going to be able to afford that coach? Because this last quarter of this year can be the game changer for you. These last 4 months of 2022 can change the face of your business for months and years to come. Decades, even if you wanted to. So, I'm offering these $5 coaching calls so that you can get into my world. I can get into your business and we can do some coaching together. Dawn, who's just joining us, has her spot. She's got it. I can't wait to jump in and talk to Dawn and give her the clarity that she needs. All right. The second thing I want to talk about is why you can't build a profitable business without one. Now, some people might be like, Laura, you're wrong. And I'll be like, but I don't think I am. Okay. So why you can't build a profitable business without a coach? And I know this from personal experience, and I see it in my ladies every day. I see it in my friends who are entrepreneurs every day. And so what happens is you cannot build a profitable business without a coach, because when that's happening, what you're doing, a lot of times what I was doing when I first started was I was just staying busy. I was doing all kinds of things to be busy, to be in my business, to be working the business. But when I hired my first coach, I was like, oh, okay, I got the clarity that I just talked about. I got the framework that we talked about. I started to do things and show up. And it wasn't until every single coach had put me and has moved me to a different part of my business. When the last coach I had, I was like, oh, I've been running a hobby, an expensive hobby that brought in money here or there until I hired my last coach. And I saw the back end systems, I saw the bookkeeping, I saw all of the things that happen when you get to the point where you're scaling your business big time. So we are a 6-figure business and no longer a habit. And it would never have happened had I not hired a coach. So they give you clarity and then they move you to a whole other level in your business, right? They move you to a whole other level in your business. And so you can't build a profitable business without a coach because you haven't done it on your own. You haven't made the steps and the money and the scaling in your business because you don't have a coach. You don't have a coach that has gone before you and has done what you have done for you to emulate, for you to follow, for you to learn from. And I tell you, every single time I've hired a coach, because every coach needs a coach, every time I've hired a coach, I have up-leveled my business. And it wasn't a huge investment at the beginning, which we'll talk about, but there has been more and more and more investments as the years go on. And so we hire coaches, we hire people that have gone before us and have done and have the results that we want in our business so that we learn from them, learn what they're doing, learn how to do it for ourselves, and then put it and implement it in our business. And until you have a coach that can show you that, you may spend a lot of time kicking your tires, right? Coaches, they have a process that they can teach you. I have a framework. I have a roadmap. I have a strategic step by step to do every single day of your boot camp before you make your offer, so that my ladies are showing up, they're going live, they're giving massive value, they're inviting the right people into their business, and then they're selling out their offers. That's what it is. We have a process. Hello, Anne, sweet Anne. We have a process that we can teach you. A good coach has a process, but no good coach or no coach becomes good with that process without hiring the coach to learn how to make the process. It's cyclical. It's cyclical, right? How am I going to, right, get the clarity I need to get my program up and running, to get my network marketing business humming without that clarity from a coach? You can't. And if you do, it'll take you so much longer if you're doing it on your own than if you have someone guiding the way. And you have to think about it. How many more months, how many more days, how many more years am I going to kick the tires in my business before I show up and play a little bigger of a role? It's scary. I get it, right? I get it. But that's the power and the beauty of a coach, right? My very first coach I met at an event. We were sitting in a row. We were both attending the same event. She was sitting there and she caught my eye right away because she was sitting with her legs crossed and she had beautiful sequined shoes on, like Dorothy of Wizard of Oz, except not red. They were like white. And I thought, what does this woman do in her business that she's rocking a pair of sequin shoes? Because I wanted to know. I wanted to know. And then the person who was running the event turned to the woman who had the shoes on that caught my attention and said, well, you already have a six-figure business, so you know, because they were talking. She was asking a question. I was like, what? The woman who has the sparkly shoes has a six-figure business. Now I really want to know what she's doing. And I took her out for lunch and I asked her if we could have a conversation. And she was my first coach that helped me get the clarity, the roadmap, so that I could help my first group of clients get the transformation that they wanted. And I didn't have a business. I didn't have a business set up. I didn't have any paying clients. I had to make that investment before I had started anything. And we'll get to that in a second. Also, the last thing why you can't build a profitable business without a coach is they can clarify things for you in your particular business if there is a live component. Now, there are a lot of coaches that will teach you something and it will be recorded and then you never see them again. Okay. That's a tough way to learn. That's a tough way to learn, right? Because you can learn the concepts, but you can't ask the questions. So when you're looking to invest in a business, in a coach, in a business coach, you want someone who's going to show up live, so that you can ask a question. Now, there are some coaches that will have a live component once a month, and there's so many people on the questions that you can never get your question answered. I had a coach where I got on and I never got more than a 3-minute answer, right? I asked a question and the answer was 3 minutes or less because there was a lineup of people. And I was like, okay, so then I'd walk away without having that clarity and I have to wait till the next week and go back again. And so when you're choosing your coach and you're choosing the program and you're choosing the offer to invest in, look for someone who can help you. Now, with my particular academy, you see me live and you get your Q&As and your questions answered every week. You can put them in the group and ask your questions. And if you're at the highest level of my offer, you get actual feedback. You send in your work via Google Doc and I record a Loom and give you individual feedback. I don't know anybody who does that for the price of which I charge. Nobody. People do it, but my coach wanted $2,500 a month to have that service. So do your shopping, do your due diligence, right? Just like when I'm asking people to invest in my network marketing business, if they want to buy the products of which I own, which I share, I'm telling them, like everyone in a network marketing business is going to tell you that their products are the best. Do your due diligence, do your research, and then you'll see that mine are the best. Right? Like it's health and wellness. So there's so many health and wellness network marketing companies out there. But as someone who's looking to move, go coach shopping. Find someone who you resonate with. Find someone who you can learn from. Find someone who's doing something that you want to do. Find somebody that has a live component and find someone who is going to show you their framework. Now, a lot of you might think, Lori, this is great. Yes, I want a coach. I want the clarity. I want to move faster. I want to get my program up and running. I don't want to wait another 4 months or 5 months or another year to do what I need to do. And you might be thinking, how can you afford? I can't afford a coach because I haven't started my business yet. I can't afford a coach because I'm not making money in my business yet. I can't, I can't, I can't. I hear this. I hear this. Now, I want to share a metaphor with you. Let's say you have a brick and mortar store. You open a brick and mortar store, okay? Everyone's going to come, you're going to rent a space. You're going to juju it up. You're going to get everything ready, but you don't put anything in the store. You have the name, you have what it's going to be, what you're going to sell. Let's say it's a clothing store or a boutique. And then you open up the doors to the brick and mortar store and you stand there and you welcome everybody in, and everybody's like, where's the clothes? How am I going to buy anything in this boutique if there's nothing here? Nobody would ever do that. No one is doing that in a brick and mortar store. What are you doing in a brick and mortar store? You're opening it up, you're filling it with all of the clothes in the boutique, and then when people come in, you sell them. It's an investment so that you can get the return on your investment. And so sometimes you have to change your mindset around affording a coach. So let me talk to you about some things that I did at the beginning before I started making money in my business. I invested, and then the more money I made in my business, the more expensive coach I got because I wanted to go to the next level. So what you can do is start with a small investment, a wise investment, and get some traction. So some people who are just starting out, right? And I say this to my Launch It Live Academy ladies all the time, you are prime real estate because you have done something and you have created a program. You created that program out of necessity and something that you have experienced. You have come out the other end. And now you're going to turn around and you're going to help people. So when you are looking to invest and have a small investment, maybe you're just looking for a new coach, someone that doesn't have the $100,000 or 100,000 followers, but knows exactly what they're doing and just will give you a great deal because you're going to be one of their first clients. Sometimes we can't come into the online space and buy the $10,000 mastermind because we're not there yet. And that's okay. So I'm telling you right now, I'm not talking about a $27 investment in a small little thing that you're going to learn because it's not going to move your business. I'm really talking about a small investment that you can get with maybe a new coach, someone that is just starting out. Do your due diligence, do your shopping. Go shopping for your coach, right? It's an investment. I want people to invest in me who know, yes, I want to learn from Lori. She can get me fired up. I've got it moving. She's going to give me the kick in the ass and the knee. I'm going to get these results and I can't wait. Those are the people that you want to be working with. Those are the people you should be looking for. Okay. Another thing you want to be doing is look for an offer that has a payment plan. Now, not all of them do. Not all of them do. But when you're doing your due diligence and you're shopping around for your coach, find someone who will take that payment and allow it to be paid out in multiple months. Here's a story for you. When I was first starting with the sequin lady, right? Her feet are crossed, her legs are crossed, and she's got the sequin lady, the sequin shoes lady. I needed some legal work done, right? For my website, I needed a copyright. I needed some terms and conditions. I needed to cover myself legally. And so I reached out to someone who was recommended, and she's like, this is my price. And I was like, yay. Okay. Wow. Okay. And she's like, well, wait a minute. Why are you yaying? And I was like, well, I don't really have all that money up front. And she's like, what's a good amount of money that you could afford right now? And I told her, like, per month. And she said, okay, let's work it. Let's do it. And she says, whether you pay me for all at once or you pay me for 4 months or 6 months or 12 months or 18 months, she said, it doesn't matter. It's still money that's coming in. And, obviously you're going to keep paying the lawyer. She's going to do something to you, right? So she has the legal things behind her, but I appreciated that so much as a newbie, and I paid all my bill And it took me a little bit longer, and that's okay. And so when I'm thinking about my academy, yes, you can pay for it all up front if you have the funds, or we have a 12 pay and 12 stay option. Right? So that's what we want for that. I'm willing to pay that forward. I'm willing to pass that on. Not a lot of other coaches are. So when you're looking for to invest in a coach, see if they have a payment plan that can break up the investment a little bit longer and get into the mindset that this isn't a debit that you're taking out every month for the rest of your life. If you have a coach and you put in the work, you can be making back your investment very quickly, very quickly. So it's not like you're paying 12 months and you're never going to see any money in your business. That's not true. You go to work, you do the stuff, you get it done, you learn from the coach, you ask the questions, you show up, you put in the time, you will pay your investment back. I've seen it every single time with my ladies. I see it all the time with my clients. So payment plans, and then be in the mindset that this is just a payment plan for a little bit. And I'll be honest with you, how badly do you want it? How badly do you want to work with this coach? Because I'll tell you, there have been times where I've had to like make a sacrifice and not buy or spend money on something so that I could put that those funds towards a coach, because that is what I wanted. That is what I wanted to do for my clients, for myself, for my business. And so when I cut down on something or stopped, right, eating out all the time, right? I'm thinking of my own self. I'm not projecting on you, but what are you doing that maybe you're spending money on that you could take and invest really wisely with a coach, and then start making your business hum like you want it? Start making your business hum like you want it, ladies, right? Right? So those are the three main things that you can do in order to afford and find and work through your business with a coach. Because until you do, ladies, I'm telling you right now, until you do, you will kick tires, you will bang your head against the wall, you will waste time, you will have an expensive hobby. You will. I've had it. I've been there. I've seen it. I've watched my ladies come into the academy and be like, oh, yeah, like they say it. Oh, yeah, I have been, doing an expensive hobby. Let's change that. Let's change that. I want that for you. You are in this group. I want that for you. So during September, remember I talked to you about the things that are happening this month because it's my birthday month that I don't do any other month of the year. I have one-on-one training for a price of a coffee to get you clarity. I have maybe 2 spots left, and I'm saying that now, and I'm not even sure. Maybe 2 spots left so that I could help you with your business and your brand visibility, just to even give you a moment of clarity. I have an exceptional skill to look at the big picture and break it down. Right? I've been doing that in education for 20 plus years. So if you're looking to book that call, I know you can't click it because it's on the screen right now, but I will put it in the comments. It's calendly.com/LoriJoyLive/Clarity Coffee Call, which is a big mouthful. So I'll put that link inside the comments, and then join me, have a cup of coffee. Let's have some skin in the game. Let's show up. Let's Zoom. Let's talk. Let's strategize for 30 minutes. And then this Wednesday, I'm doing a workshop, which I never do, on how to go live and make it easy. So I'm a trained speaker, I'm a trained actor, I'm a teacher. I know how to go live, and I know how to show you how to go live and make it easy for you, so that when you get on live, you know what to say, you know how to engage your people, you know how to keep people to the end, you know how to go through your content, you know how to stay on track, so you're not going off on tangents. That is happening this Wednesday. And I'll put the link again. It's $50 because remember, I'm turning 50. And so we're making it easy to buy and for you to invest. And we're going to workshop this out. And when you leave the workshop, you'll have a plan to go live. So it's bit.ly going live workshop. If you're looking, we have a few spots left. I'm excited for the ladies who are ready to join on Wednesday. And you're going to have chances to win sweet swag. So everybody that's live here that's left a comment, I'm going to look at this after, and at the end of the month, I'm going to put your name in draws, and I'm going to give away things like, woohoo, welcome to the club. That's right. So I'm going to give away things like chances to win, like the ring lights I use, or this little gadget that I have here for my phone that's right beside me, my favorite water bottle to keep you hydrated, like all of the fun things that I use, some makeup that you'll need for Zoom that I can't live without. So all of my kind of favorite things. I feel like Oprah, right? Oprah's favorite things for the month of Christmas is I'm doing that for my birthday. So you have a chance to win sweet swag, but you got to be here live and you have to be commenting. So if you before I'm done, you want to say hey in the comments. So I take your name and put it in there. So again, we talked about what coaches can do for you in your business, how they can give you massive clarity, how they can cut down on the time that you'll be spending in creating what you want, and how they can support and guide you when you need it. Why you can't build a profitable business without them is you probably haven't done it on your own and somebody needs to show you. And that's okay. That's okay. Nobody expects you to come out of the womb and have this entrepreneurial spirit and know exactly what you're doing. No, you have to learn from somebody. And a good coach will have a process or a framework or a roadmap that they can teach you, something strategy-wise that they can move you along faster, and they can clarify things for your particular business when there's a live component. You want a live component. You want to be able to speak to your coach. And then when you think you can't afford a coach, you really can, right? We don't open a store with nothing in it, hoping people will come and buy something when we haven't invested up front and put the stuff in the store, right? Look for a small new coach that has a small investment, someone that has a payment plan, and someone who can help you cut down, think about things that you can cut down on maybe your spending, so that you can afford that coach, right? These are all things that are doable for you. I am really excited to move you ladies through this last quarter. And if you are in this group, you are in the right place. New, seasoned, having those 5-figure launches, wanting those 5-figure launches, whatever you are in your business, we are here to love and support you. Big love and hugs. I will see you on Coffee Chats, or maybe I will see you on Wednesday for our Going Live workshop, or maybe I'll see you next Monday at 3:30. Take care, everybody. Bye.